she was pregnant when she was shot. Her baby died, and Jones was arrested because prosecutors said she initiated the fight.
Oh, what's going on, y'all, man? Shotty the Generator. I got another video for y'all today. Yay. Hey, so check it out, man. This one for the mothers out there and the mothers that was never ever able to be, there's a lot of things that be happening in the world that we have no control of, and I feel like you know this should be seen. I ain't gonna lie, I seen these are like, I seen this video, not this. I don't think it was this one, but this has to do with the. This was kind of one I ain't seen really. I just seen a little sneak peek of it. But the next video that is in this video, the next little clip, it's crazy. Like, I seen it, man. Y'all gotta just see it.
Asking, could pregnancy loss land people in prison? That might sound kind of crazy to you, but one pregnancy advocacy group actually says yes and argues it's already happening. 11 Alive investigator Kristen Crowley is looking into it.
It may sound,
for a little context, this is a year ago, right? This first one was a year ago.
Ridiculous that a woman could be jailed for having a miscarriage. But a closer look at these women proves it's not as ridiculous as it sounds.
We have a case out of Oklahoma right now in which a 19-year-old woman went to the hospital because she was experiencing a miscarriage. She was subsequently charged with manslaughter, and she is currently serving a 4-year term.
Brittany Poulaw told doctors she used meth during her pregnancy. A cause of death for her baby was never determined. She was charged with manslaughter anyway. So was Marche Jones of Alabama.
Now, I mean, that's an extreme case. I ain't gonna lie. She was using meth and the baby died. But still, I don't think you should get a manslaughter charge, negligence or something like that. But that's kind of extreme. But I mean, it's a lot of a lot of weirdo stuff going on. So for that, all that being said, like, man, like, okay, even if you don't think abortion should be okay, right? Man, we can't. There's nothing you could do about a miscarriage. We talking about miscarriages now. We're not talking about abortions. We talking about miscarriages.
She was pregnant when she was shot.
We talking about miscarriage. We not talking about abortion. We talking about miscarriages. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
her baby died, and Jones was arrested because prosecutors said she initiated the fight. A Georgia woman, Kenlesia Jones.
What? We talking about miscarriages.
Alabama. She was pregnant when she was shot. Her baby died, and Jones was arrested because prosecutors said she initiated the fight.
Oh, wow.
A Georgia woman, Kenlesia Jones, was
initiating a fight and getting shot are two different things. What the fuck? You yelling at somebody and you get shot, and they saying, "Oh, we gonna charge you with your baby death."
Charged with murder.
That is evil. That is evil. And man, I ain't gotta say it. You see the people they charging with these reckless. These are all, you know what I'm saying?
After she admitted she took abortion medication. Most of these women had their charges dropped. But
yeah, so she took abortion medication. Like, okay, that is your own. Okay, that is your only one that, if it's illegal and all that stuff, you have some type of legal case. But come on, like, what do you think? What do you think these people would do to their baby if their baby was with them? If they, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think somebody's mental state that's willing to kill a baby in them. At the point when it get out of, what do you think could happen? By those means, you know what I'm saying?
Adina Sussman with the National Advocates for Pregnant Women says if Roe v. Wade is overturned, it could be a very different story.
Without Roe and Casey on the books, we expect to see more prosecutions.
What about a woman who admits to drug use, admits to using alcohol while pregnant, and then doesn't carry the baby to term? What about the people who say, yeah, she should be punished?
Well, I would say that first, we've got to understand the science. No controlled substances cause pregnancy loss.
Dr. Sujatha Reddy, an OBGYN, says things like drugs.
I was gonna say, because there was plenty crack babies in the 80s, baby. Yeah, the 80s and 90s is full of crack babies. These not crack miscarriages, crack babies. Like these are people on Earth right now running around that was addicted to crack when they was born. Like, for real.
Drugs and alcohol
Not a
can
bit.
increase a woman's risk for miscarriage. But
Can a doctor ever determine if illicit drug use led to a miscarriage or a stillbirth?
I don't think 100% you can ever say, because again, there's plenty of women who use illegal drugs who carry pregnancies to term.
Dr. Reddy says determining what caused a miscarriage is difficult, even if a woman takes abortion medication.
Even if you looked at the pregnancy tissue, there'd be no way to tell a difference between someone that naturally miscarried or someone who chose to, take medication to have an abortion. There'd be no way to tell that.
And that's how Sussman says women who have unexplained miscarriages could end up criminally charged.
I was gonna say that could definitely be a double-edged sword, because I ain't gonna lie, my wife a couple of years ago, my wife had a couple miscarriages. There was one, she was in a car accident. She was about 5-6 months pregnant, and somebody T-boned her. She got in an accident, like, because she had been jailed for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, think about it, because she had been jailed for that. Like, because someone, or the other lady, because she had went to prison for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, think about this. For manslaughter, like, right when it happened, it was just like, I ain't gonna lie, they kind of brushed it off like it wasn't important. Me and my wife were devastated. You know what I'm saying? But do we think somebody should have went to prison for life, or my wife should have went to prison, or anything behind that? Hell no. Hell the fuck no. And my mom, I remember, I have a brother that my mom went all the way to like 36 weeks, and she went in because she felt weird right before she was supposed to have him, and he didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was a little kid. My little brother, it's my little brother, and he didn't make it because my mom had to went to prison. You know what I'm saying? If this happened a long time ago, because my mom had to went to prison for this. You know what I'm saying? For taking a baby all the way to term, and it passes. And then he try to say, oh, you were ice skating, put the baby at risk. We seen you on TikTok running up and down stairs, could have put the baby at risk. Anything, you know what I'm saying? They can say anything puts a baby at risk. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, this is wild. But I got another clip, right? So check this out. This is like a couple weeks ago.
A miscarriage, and now she's charged with abuse of a corpse. The case is headed to a Trumbull County grand jury. First News Trumbull County reporter Nadine Grimley was inside Warren Municipal Court today for the preliminary hearing. And we want to warn you that you might find some of these details disturbing.
Brittany Watts overcome with emotion after learning her case is moving forward. Watts is charged with felony abuse of a corpse, accused of trying to plunge a toilet after having a miscarriage delivery at 22 weeks while using the restroom.
She said she felt the baby come out and there was a big splash.
Investigators say they found a baby.
I guarantee that was paraphrased on everything. The police love to paraphrase things and love to twist your words. I ain't gonna lie. It's been times, like, I don't know if y'all really know a female's anatomy, but when she on her cycle and stuff like that, or she's having problems. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of women in my family. If they're having problems, they menstruate and stuff like that. I don't want to get too much detail, but you know what I'm saying? There can be a lot of blood in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like. And it can come out in clumps on everything. No cap.
Stuck in a toilet at Watts' home on September 22nd. Forensic pathologist Dr. George Sturbins testified an autopsy found.
I swear, my wife had when my wife had our last baby on everything. Um, she had some blood clots come. It scared the hell out of her. You know what I'm saying? Thought it was something going on. Ran to the hospital. Like, no, it's cool.
No injury to the fetus, and that the unborn baby had died before passing through the birth canal. He says Watts' medical records showed she visited the hospital twice before the delivery.
This fetus.
Oh wow, she went to the hospital twice before this happened and told them that something was wrong, and they denied her. That is
was
crazy.
Going to be non-viable. Okay. And it was going to be non-viable because she had premature rupture of membranes. Her water had broken early, and the fetus was too young to be delivered.
Both the assistant prosecutor and Watts' attorney argued why this case should or should not move forward.
The issue isn't how the child died, when the child died. It's the fact that the baby was put into a toilet large enough to clog up the toilet, left in that toilet, and she went on her day.
This 33-year-old girl with no criminal record is demonized for something that goes on every day.
Judge Terry Ivanchek found probable cause to bind the case over.
There are better scholars than I am to determine the exact legal status of this fetus, corpse, body, birthing tissue, whatever it is. Matter of fact, I'm assuming that's what most of these issue one's all about, at what point something becomes viable.
In Warren, Nadine Grimley, WKBN 27 First News.
I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of crazy that you being demonized for a bodily function on everything, and one that you can grieve over, like something that you should be grieving over, that you just had a miscarriage, and she, like, how do you know the whole thing comes out? Like, there's no way to know that. You having a lot of pains, and like, so until I have a lot of pains, and it comes out, and then you look into it, it's just some blood. Cause where was the umbilical cord? You know what I'm saying? They ain't say nothing about no umbilical cord, and she just flushed, like, and then cause she already been to the hospital, multiple times. What's she supposed to do? Dig her hand in the toilet, look for a plastic bag, and whatever tissue was in there, put it in the plastic bag. I ain't gonna lie, this is disgusting to me. They actually trying to charge somebody and take it to a higher court. I hope, like, they just throw this all the way out. Like, I hope we find out what happened. Like, if I ever find out what happened to the end of this case, I'm gonna put it on. We gonna go over this, but I ain't gonna lie, this got me fired up a little bit. Hey, look, if y'all like this kind of content, like, comment, subscribe, man. This one for all the mothers out there, man. If you a mother or a lady, man, comment and let me know, because I'm just a male in y'all world, just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know. Peace.